War changes everything. It takes lives, shatters dreams, and leaves behind scars that never truly heal. This is a story of loss, guilt, hidden truth, betrayal, heartbreak, forgiveness, and a love that defied the odds. Is it ever okay to lie to someone you love? Let me know in the comment. Let's begin. Ethan Cole had seen the worst of war. The blood, the chaos, the unbearable loss. But nothing haunted him more than the death of his best friend, Lily. He had held on to the guilt for years, believing he had failed her, that he should have been there to save her. Now, back home, he had buried himself in work, never allowing himself to feel anything other than regret. Then, one night at a bar, he saw her. Not Lily. It couldn't be. This woman was different, longer hair, sharper features, an air of mystery. But something about her eyes pulled him in, a ghost of familiarity. She introduced herself as Rose. And despite himself, Ethan felt drawn to her. Lily had never planned to return like this. But she had to. She had changed her name, changed everything about herself. There was a reason she had to stay dead in Ethan's mind. A reason she couldn't tell him who she really was. She saw the way he looked at her, like he was both fascinated and tormented by her presence. And she couldn't resist staying close, especially when she saw how much pain he was still in. She had loved Ethan once, silently, from the shadows of their friendship. But now, as she stood before him as Rose, she felt an entirely different kind of pull, one that was dangerous. Ethan wasn't a man to get attached. Not after what he had been through. But Rose was breaking through his walls, slipping under his skin in ways that terrified him. Her laugh, her touch, the way she looked at him, it was undoing years of carefully built defenses. One night, after too many drinks, he kissed her. It wasn't gentle. It was desperate, full of all the things he'd locked away. And she kissed him back just as fiercely. They stumbled into his apartment, and for the first time in years, Ethan felt something other than grief. But in the morning, the guilt returned. Because no matter how much he wanted Rose, a part of him still ached for the best friend he lost. Rose hadn't planned on falling for him again. But she had. And it hurt more than she imagined. Because every moment he spent with her, every touch, every whispered desire, it was all based on a lie. She tried to pull away, but Ethan wouldn't let her. "Tell me why you're running," he demanded one night. "I can't," she whispered. "Then stay." His voice was rough, needy. "Please." And she did. Because she was selfish. Because she loved him too much. It happened by accident. A photo. A stupid old photo of them together, tucked away in a book she had forgotten about. Ethan found it. And everything shattered. He stormed into her apartment, eyes blazing with fury. "Who the hell are you?" She swallowed hard. "Ethan. Don't say my name like that." His voice cracked. "You let me believe you were dead. You let me grieve you." Tears slipped down her cheeks. "I had no choice." "You always had a choice." He turned away from her. "And you chose to lie." Ethan couldn't breathe. He felt like the ground had been ripped from beneath him. She was alive. All these years. And she had let him suffer, let him drown in guilt while she played this game. He walked away. He didn't look back. And Rose let him go, because she knew she deserved it. Weeks passed. Ethan tried to move on, but everything felt hollow. Every woman he met wasn't her. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw her, saw Lily, saw Rose, saw the woman he loved and hated all at once. Then one night, he found her standing outside his door. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I know I don't deserve forgiveness. But I had to do it for my family. I was working under the high authority directly. I was having some important information regarding enemy forces. I gave them to government, but the enemy forces came to know about, so I had to fake my own death. But I never stopped loving you, Ethan." Ethan stared at her for a long time. Then, finally, he spoke. I know you did to protect yourself and your family, but I still hate what you did. She nodded, tears falling. But I can't hate you. He stepped closer. Because no matter what name you wear, you're still mine. And, I will give you one more chance. And then he kissed her. Because even after everything, love was stronger than the pain. It wasn't easy. Trust had to be rebuilt, wounds had to heal. But they did it together. Because love wasn't about perfection. It was about finding your way back, even when you thought you were lost forever.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe.